Hello everyone, this is Akshita BA, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, and today's my topic is on septic tank, that is from Quantity Surveying and Contract Management subject. So this is the septic tank diagram whatever they had given, that is you can see here the section is there and then plan they had provided. By using this section we are going to decide the depth, what is the depth of the particular quantity what we are going to find out, and then in the plan we can see that length and breadth, right? If any length and breadth is needed then we have to refer the plan. So by using these we are going to calculate the quantity or estimate the rate if rates are given. So let me check one problem. So this you can see, this is the problem which had given. Prepare a detailed estimate and abstract estimate of a septic tank as shown in figure 2.3 as per given details below. Right, we have to prepare a detailed estimate and abstract estimate, both we have to prepare by using these datas which is given here. Right, what are the datas we have to find out? First one is earthwork in excavation in hard gravelly soil, that is excavation quantity we have to find out, and the rate whatever they had given is rupees 52 per cubic meter. Same way foundation bed concrete and floor concrete we have to find out. Roof covering slab and baffle wall with the precast RCC slab we have to find out, and first class brick masonry in CM 1:4, plastering with CM 1:4 for inside with waterproof compound, and 20 mm cement plaster for flooring in CM 1:3, 100 mm dia SW pipe and T for inlet and outlet, 50 mm dia CI vent pipe with the cowl for 2 meter height, iron footsteps of 16 mm dia. That these things we have to find out. Totally 9 items of quantity we have to find out, right? So first thing what we have to find out is earthwork in excavation in hard gravelly soil. Earthwork means we know that below ground level we have to do the earthwork, right? First step before constructing any septic tank, that is earthwork. So below ground level we have to construct. So what are the things we have to take is below ground level we have to consider, right? So in this figure if I am going to take, right, whole these construction will come under earthwork excavation. That means once if you are going to excavate the soil, then only you can construct all the septic tank inside. So what I have to do is outer to outer dimension I have to consider, because outer to outer diameter only dimension only be the earthwork excavation, right? So outer to outer, and height from where we have to consider, that is from the ground level. From the ground level below whatever the depth is there, that is your earthwork, right? So as I told, it is outer to outer means here you can see in this figure they had given inner to inner dimension as well as thickness, right? So we have to add all the thicknesses whatever they had given, and then to the internal dimension, so that we can get the length, breadth and depth. As I already told previously, from plan we are going to get the length and breadth, and from the section we are going to get the depth. So we have to calculate the quantity of earthwork first. So to find out the quantity, that is in cubic meter, we have to multiply length, breadth and the depth, right, and quantity number, right? So that we have to do. So for that I am going to take this plan here. You can see here, that is inside to inside is how much? It is 200 is the dimension, right? So when I'm going to take the length, right, horizontal, that is length, it is 200 inside to inside, but I need outside to outside. And you can see here in the top portion that thickness they had given, that is 40, 30, 20, right? So outer to outer means what? The thickness, larger thickness whatever they have to take is 40, right? That is if I am going to take the 200, that 40 is all round, right? So 200 plus 40 one side and plus 40 other side, if I am going to do, it is 280, right? So I can get the length as 280, and if I am going to take the breadth, here you can see 90 is the inside to inside dimension, plus 40 we are going to get the breadth also, right? So this is length and breadth we can get. and the depth I want. So here you can see in this plan section, in this section you can see what is the inner depth. You can see here below ground level it is 30, 140 and 25. Whatever it is there, it is the dimension which is given in centimeter, right? So you can see here centimeter dimensions they had given, right? Dimensions are given in centimeter, right? All the dimensions are in centimeter. So here whatever 30, 140, 25 is there, it is in centimeter. So as I told, from below ground level whatever things are there, that will come under excavation. So from top to bottom, how much it is? 30 plus 140 plus 25, this will be your depth, right? You have to add 30, 140, 170, 195 will be your depth. So 195 centimeters. So these dimensions whatever we got, that we are going to take it in a table. So here you can see in the table, as I told, detail estimate if you want to do, that is serial number, particulars, number, length, breadth, depth and quantity, right? This is the table for detailed estimate, right? So here first one is earthwork excavation, earthwork in excavation, hard gravelly soil, right? That first item is earthwork in excavation in hard gravelly soil. Number is how much? One number. That means whole excavation we are going to do at once, so one number. And then length, as I told, 2.8, that is 200 plus 40, right? 280 we got, that is 2.8 in meter. And then breadth we got is 90 plus 40 plus 40, right? So that is 170. And then depth also I had told 30, in the mid portion 140 plus 25 will be getting 1.95. This is the depth we got. So we have to multiply all this, that is 1 into 2.8 into 1.7 into 1.95. we are going to get it as a 9.28 cubic meter. This is your earthwork in excavation, hard gravelly soil. Same way you have to do it for the all other items. Second item is what? Foundation bed concrete and floor concrete. Here foundation bed concrete also we have to find out, and then floor concrete we have to find out. We have to add both the things, so that both the things are given in one quantity. So and the rate also given for both of the things, so we have to do it as one quantity. That means here you can see in the second quantity, foundation bed concrete and floor concrete with CC 1:3:6. For foundation first we have to find out, and then for sloping portion, here in this diagram you can see the sloping portion, right? This sloping portion is your flooring, right? Inside to inside, right? Always flooring we are going to give it in the inside to inside. So here whatever the concrete portion, dotted portion is there, that is your concrete portion. So these portions we have to calculate now. That means first what we have to calculate, first we have to calculate the floor concrete. That is foundation bed concrete you have to find out, and then afterwards floor concrete. So foundation bed concrete is which one? Here you can see 20 depth they had given, right? That is straight portion, that rectangular portion having 20 depth, and outer to outer how much? The length is 200 plus 40 plus 40, as it is in the way, how much excavation we did, how much length or breadth excavation we did, for that portion we are going to provide the concrete, right? So that is your foundation concrete. So that portion is we are going to take it as a rectangle. So you can see here outer to outer dimension we have to take, right? So outer to outer is how much? 200 plus 40 plus 40, again 90 plus 40 plus 40 is same as that of excavation. And depth we have to take, right? So depth is what? Here you can see here in the foundation concrete they had given the depth is as 20, right? 20 centimeter they had given, that depth we have to consider, right? And remaining portion is what? Here you can see sloped portion, right? That sloped portion we have to consider. How much is the sloped portion? It is you can see here 10 they had given, right? Depth 10 they had given. One side it is 10 and another side is 0, right? That is sloping. 0 to 10 it is sloping. So depth, how to take the depth? So we have to consider the average. That means 10 plus 0 divided by 2 will be your depth, right? 10 plus 0 is 10, divided by 2 is 5, right? 5 centimeter will be your depth. And what is the width, that length and breadth we have to consider? Here you can see that is inside to inside. You can see the slope portion only inside to inside, right? So here inside to right, 200 is the length, 90 is the breadth, right? Like this you have to consider. So same thing you have to write it here in the table. You can see here that is for foundation, as I told, it is same as that of excavation. How much excavation we are going to do, up to that excavation portion we are going to provide the concrete. So number is only 1, and then length is how much, 2.8 as I told, outer to outer length, and then breadth is 1.7 outer to outer breadth, and then depth they had given 2 centimeter, right? That is 0.2 meter, that we have to find out. And then multiplication, that is 1 into 2.8 into 1.7 into 0.2 will give you 0.95. And same way we have to do it for sloping portion, right? Sloping portion, as I told, inside to inside, right? If it is a sloping portion, depth how to take? It is average, that is 10 is one side slope and another side is 0, then 10 plus 0 divided by 2, that is 5 centimeter, that is your sloping depth. So what is the width and length? As I told, inside to inside means inside to inside length is 2 meter, inside to inside breadth is 0.9 meter, and you can see here 0.9, and then depth is, as I told, 5 centimeter, that is 0.05 meter. So when you are going to apply this 1 into 2 into 0.9 into 0.05, you are going to get the 0.09. This is your quantity. And then, as I told, foundation, that concrete, and then sloping portion, that is flooring concrete, we are going to add both the things so that we can get total quantity of concrete required for the foundation, right? So that is your here you can see 0.95 plus 0.09 will be going to get 1.04 cubic meter. This is your quantity, right? After that, third portion we have to calculate is third particular of item, that is roof covering slab and baffle wall with precast RCC slab 1:2:4 roof slab, right? Here in this you can see the roof covering slab, whatever they had given, the rate is in 220 per square meter, right? That is square meter. That means always we have to consider the quantity in square meter. You can see here these things we have going to calculate, that is roof covering slab and baffle wall, whatever they had provided, that is in square meter we have to calculate, right? So for that we have to consider roof slab separately and baffle wall separately. Okay, when you are going to provide the baffle wall, right? So when you are going to insert a baffle wall into a wall, right, so there will be some bearing we have to provide to fix that baffle wall, right? That bearing I'm going to take it as a 5 centimeter in either side. Okay, either side 5 centimeter extra, whatever the length we are going to get, 5 centimeter extra we have to consider, right? That is your baffle wall. And here, as we know, only in the meter square we want, right, the result. So length and breadth we are going to consider, or maybe length and depth, any one we have to, any two dimensions we have to consider, right? So first we have to consider the roof covering slab. So when I'm going to consider the roof covering slab, here in this diagram you can see above the ground level there is a roof covering slab is there, right? So that you can see outer to outer dimension the roof covering slab is there. From where to where you can see here inside is how much. Here you can see inside to inside is 200, right? Length is 200, and breadth, if you are going to take the inside to that outside to outside, then you are going to get the whole dimension of the roof covering slab, right? So from where to where you have to consider. Here you can see in this diagram, right, that wall, first wall, whatever the hatched portion is there, stepped wall is there, in that first wall to the end of that first wall they had taken the slab, right? So for that you have to see here in the plan, right, what is the thickness of that wall is, that is 20, right? Thickness of wall is 20, and inside to inside dimension here they had provided. So inside to inside dimension plus 20 you are going to get the total length. Again for the breadth, inside to inside dimension plus 20 you are going to get the total length, right? These are about length and breadth of a concrete slab, right? And now we have to find out the baffle wall, right? Baffle wall dimension we have to find out. So here in this plan you can see the baffle wall, the smaller that 4 centimeter RCC baffle they had provided, right? This is the baffle wall. The length of that baffle wall we have to consider. So where to where, that is 90 will be the inside to inside length, right? And then as I told, 5 centimeter bearings you have to provide at the each side. So you adding that 5 centimeter in the each side, we are going to get 90 plus 5, 95 plus 5, that is 100, right? So 100 centimeter will be your length of a baffle wall. And we have to know the depth of that baffle wall, right? When we are going to find out the depth, we have to go it for the section. So here you can see the depth of the baffle wall they had given 15 plus 30, right? This is your depth of the baffle wall, that is 45 will be your depth of the baffle wall. So length and breadth of the concrete slab you had found out, and then the baffle wall length and the depth also we had found out. So by using this you have to calculate the total quantity. So here you can see as I told that when you are going to find out the roof slab, right? So number is 1 and the length is 2.4 and then breadth is 1.3 as we already calculated over there, right? So if you are going to multiply those things, you are going to get 3.12 as a quantity, that is in square meter. And again for the baffle wall, considering 5 centimeter bearing or either side, that is, as I told, number is 1, length is also 1, that is 90 plus 5 plus 5, and then breadth no need, depth you have to consider 30 plus 15, that is 45.45 will be your depth, right? So by multiplying these and adding both the quantities, we are going to get 3.57 square meter as the total quantity of RCC covering slab and baffle wall, right? After that, next calculation is first class bring 1 is to 4, right? So here for always we have to find out the first class brick masonry. When you are going to find out the brick masonry quantity, we can go it with the long wall short wall method, right? So here long wall short wall method has been used, that is we are going to take long wall separately and short wall separately. So here in this plan you can see, right, hatchet portion whatever it is there, that is your brick wall, right? So here the hatchet portion you can see that is having 20 centimeter thick and another one is having 30 centimeter thick. So below I'm going to take, that is I will start with the bottom to the top. So when I'm going to take from the bottom here 30 centimeter thick this wall whatever it is there, that I'm going to take it as a first step, and 20 centimeter wall whatever it is there, that I'm going to take it as a second step. So when I'm going to take the first step for long wall short wall, both the things you have to consider, right? So I'm going to take the long wall first, right? In that first step, okay, that is in the bottom portion 30 centimeter wall whatever it is there, that is your first step. So long wall, if I am going to consider the lengthwise, that is horizontal wall whatever it is there, that is my long wall, and shorter walls whatever it is there, that is vertical walls, that is my short wall. So by using these things we are going to find out the long wall short wall of that brickwork, right? So you can see here when I'm going to consider the length, okay, here if I'm going to consider the length, you can see the where the first step ends, from there to if I'm going to project the things in the plan, I can get the length, right? Same way I can get the breadth also, right? So by using these these plan and section, we are going to find out long wall for the first step and second step for the brickwork. So here you can see first class brick masonry in CM 1:4 for long wall for first step, right? There are 2 long walls, right, and 2 short walls. So here if I'm going to consider the horizontal wall as a long wall, there are 2 horizontal walls, right, in the plan you can see. And if I'm going to take the vertical walls as a short walls, then 2 short walls are there. So same way you have to find out the both the things. So For first step, if I am going to consider length, how much they had taken, 2.6, breadth 0.3, whatever the thickness they had given for the particular wall, that is our breadth. And then depth we have to consider. I'll tell you how to do. And length I have to consider, right? 2.6 they had given. That means what? Here inside to inside dimension will be 9, right? So inside to inside dimension is how much? 200. So here you can see inside to inside plus, right, you are going to get the total length. That means what? Inside to inside dimension is 200 plus thickness of wall is how much? 30 and 30. Both side 30 30 is there. That means I am going to add 200 plus 30 plus 30, it is 260. So the length will be how much? It is 2.6, and the thickness of the wall is 0.3 they had given already here, right? That is your thickness of the wall, 0.3, that is 30 centimeter. And the depth you have to find out, right? Here you can see in this side depth they had given the first step, that is 60, right? 60 is the depth of that particular wall. If I am going to take the bottom portion, step portion as a first step, then the depth is 60. So these things you have to consider, so that you can see here the first step, long wall 2, right? Two numbers of long walls are 2.6, it will be the length, that is 2 meter inside to inside. 0.3 thickness, if you are going to add 2.6 we are going to get 0.3 will be the thickness, that is breadth, and 0.6, that is 60 they had given, that is your depth, right? And same way you have to do it for the second step, right? So second step you can see here, as I told, inside to inside dimension is how much? It is 200 plus thickness is how much? It is 20, right? Both the side 20 20, so 200 plus 20 plus 20, it is 240. And then you have to take the thickness of wall as a 20 centimeter, right? And then depth you need, right? You can see here overall depth they had given. So overall depth is how much? 30 plus 140 plus 25, right? 195 minus 20 minus 60, you are going to get the total, and again the thickness of the, okay, you are going to get the total depth, right? So 30 plus 140 plus 125, it is 195 minus 20 and minus, you're going to get the depth. So same way you have to do it here, right? That is second step. It is 2.4 as I told, length, and 0.2 will be the thickness. And if I'm going to minus 195 minus 20 minus 60, I'm going to get the 1.15, right? So if you are going to multiply these things, you are going to get the long wall quantity, right? Same way you have to do it for the short wall. For that, what you have to do here, as I told, here the portion whatever is the corners that we had considered already in the long wall, so again no need to consider in the short wall. When you are going to consider the short wall, only inside to inside length you have to consider, right? Because if you are going to take the outside to outside, then the long wall and short wall it will get merged in the corners. So only inside to inside dimension we have to take. What is the inside to inside dimension? It is 90. So 0.9 will be your length, and thickness is how much? That is for first step it is 30, and the second step it is 20, and the depth is also same, right? 60 and 1.15 meter, that is your depth. So same way you have to do it here, only difference is length, that is we are not going to consider the outer to outer length. Here inside to inside we have to consider, because it will overlap at the corners if I consider outer to outer for both the walls. So here only inside to inside, that is 0.9, right, for first step as well as the second step. And for first step it is 0.3 thickness wall, and for second step it is 0.2, and the depth is same, 0.6 and 1.15 as it is in the long wall. And if you are going to multiply these things, you are going to get the quantity as 2.77 cubic meter. This is your quantity for first class brickwork masonry, right? So this is your fourth quantity. And then you have to consider the fifth quantity, that is plastering, right? So here normally in the building, outer plastering and inside plastering we are going to do, right? But here in the septic tank, what we are going to do is only in the inside we are going to provide the plastering, because outside we will be knowing that soil will be there, it will be the soil, right? So only inside plastering we will do. So here the quantity they had given to find out is plastering with CM1:4 for inside with waterproof compound, that is you have to find out the plastering in the inside. So always plastering it is in square meter, right? Always we have to provide it in a area, this much area we have to plaster, like that we have to provide. So here in this particular thing we have to plaster the long wall and short wall, right? By using the long walls and short walls we are going to find out the how much area we have, right? So we will be knowing this. See, only inside portion we have to plaster, right? So dimension we have to consider is inside dimension. When I'm going to take the long wall, that is horizontal thing we have to consider. So length is how much? 200, right? 200 will be your length, and depth you have to consider. So here in this figure you can see what is the depth. 140 plus 30, because after that there will be concrete is there, right? So 140 plus 30 will be your depth of plastering, that is in the wall you can see that is your depth of plastering, that is 170, right? So length is 200 for long wall and depth is 170, 1.7. And then again for short wall the length is how much? It is 90, right? So 90, again the depth is 170, right? Like this you have to consider. So here in this, see long wall. So when I'm going to take the plastering for long wall, two numbers of long walls are there, and inside to inside dimension is 200, that is 2, and then depth is how much? 1.7. 170 as I told, it is 1.7. And short walls, again two numbers of short wall, inside to inside dimension is 0.9 and depth is 1.7. So the total number of quantity is how much? 9.86 square meter, right? This is about the plastering. Okay, and then 20 centimeter cement plaster for flooring in cm 1:3. Flooring also we have to do, right? So for flooring what I have to consider, here you can see in the inside to inside portion only I have to do the flooring. Here you can see 290, in this area only you have to consider the flooring. If it is a rectangle, area of rectangle is how much? 200 into 90. So if I am going to do the 200 into 90, that is your portion of flooring. So same thing here you have to do, that is you can see here 20 centimeter cement plaster for flooring cm 1:3, that is sixth quantity. One number of floor is there, and 2 will be the length, that is 200, and breadth is 0.9. inside to inside dimension we have to consider, and total quantity is how much? 1.8 square meter. That is your total quantity of flooring. Next thing you have to find out is the quantity required for particular items, that is 100 dia, SW pipe, and T for inlet and outlet, that you have to find out, right? So when it is given 100 dia, SW pipe and T, both the quantities are both the things are given in one quantity, that means it is a number is, you have to take it as a one number. So for that one number, it is always the things whatever we are going to consider, the extra things or extra that pipes and all, we are going to consider the number, right? So same thing here we are going to take, that is in number. And again 50 dia CI vent pipe with the cowl for 2 meter height, that is you can see here you can see they had given in this plan, right? CI cowl, right? One number of CI cowl they had given, and 50 dia a ventilating pipe 2 meter height they had given, that is in one number they had given. Again SW pipe and then T they had given one number, right? These things you have to consider. And then footsteps they had given, here you can see the footstep, right? Horizontal small lines they had provided, that is your footsteps, right? So 1 2 3 4 and 5 footsteps they had given, right? So number of footsteps it is 5. So like this you have to consider. So when I am going to consider the numbers, iron footsteps of 16 centimeter dia is 4 numbers, and then here you have to consider it as a 4 number. Okay, it is 4 numbers, it seems the footsteps, yeah, footsteps are 1 2 3 4 numbers. So here you have to provide the footsteps as 4 numbers, right? So like this, now in numbers you have to consider all the quantities we got, right? All items quantities we got. Now what you have to find out? Abstract estimate you have to do, right? Abstract estimation means what? They had provided some rates for each quantity, that we have to multiply. Here you can see the particular of item whatever they had given, right? Item number, a particular of item, and quantity whatever we had calculated, that also we have to put here, and units, in which unit we had calculated the quantity, that we have to put, and then rates for each quantity they had given already in the problem, that we have to provide here, and then that rate for which quantity, right? That rates per watt, right? That is cubic meter. If it is a cubic meter, then we have to provide the rate for cubic meter, and if it is a square meter, then square meter, right? That is per is the quantity for which we have to provide, right? Then amount, finally the total amount. So if you are going to multiply quantity and rate, we are going to get the amount, right? Here 9.28 into 52, we are going to get the amount as 482.56. Same way you have to do it for the all the quantities, right? So all the quantities, after doing that, you have to add all the quantities, the total numbers you have, total amount you are going to get, that is 366.46 rupees. And then after that we have to add contingency and work charge establishment. About 3% of contingency we have to add, and then 2% of work charge establishment. That is, what is the amount we had got at the total, so that amount, 3% of that amount is the contingency, again 2% of same amount, that is your work charge establishment. That is 3% of 9,366 is 281, okay, and 2% of 9,360 is 187, right? The same way we have to add all the things, that is, here you can see add 3% contingency, add 2% work charge establishment. So both the quantities you had to add, at the end what you are going to get is the grand total, that is 9,834.8. This is the grand total, that is total amount which is needed for a construction of a septic tank, right? So this is the calculation of septic tank. Thank you.